Hey guys, welcome back to the BNS channel. My name's Edie Ann. I want to share some thoughts with you. If you haven't seen, and I don't know how long this story is going to turn out to be, but it's fairly educational for me and therapeutic to go through this process, and to have made some kind of a realization to who I am as a person. And I think it's important to share these things sometimes because you never know who it's going to affect or touch or inspire, I guess. Y'all have known that I'm struggling with my weight. I've been struggling with it for over 2 years. I thought I was struggling it with before that, but I look at myself back then and think, boy, Edie, you really weren't overweight, but okay. And I have tried every diet in the book. You guys know that too. I have tried to hold myself accountable without a lot of luck because I feel like my inner insecurities creep up way too often when it comes to dealing with myself. Like, I know I'm a great leader. I know that I can help people. I know that I can motivate, inspire, teach. I have those skills to help other people. But when it comes to helping myself, I take the back burner. And I think a lot of human beings are like that. Not all, but some. And I happen to be in that category. So when I have to be held accountable for others, I'm all in it. I'm all there, and I can help, and I will help, and because I will do whatever I have to do to not let someone else down. But if I had an accountability partner with my diet or whatever it was that I was calling a meal plan at that point, I had no problem looking at somebody saying, I want this donut. You can't tell me I can't have this donut, and I'm sorry if you're trying to hold me accountable, but it's not working. I am also that person. So I've struggled. And I have never quite figured out why I struggle, why I can be so good at everything else, but really suck at being me, at taking care of me. Not being me, but taking care of me. You know what I mean? And I beat myself up about it. I get depressed about it. I get frustrated, and nothing seems to change. So about 2 weeks ago, I decided that I was going to go back to Weight Watchers, and I was going to give that a try because it's the only diet that I've ever done that is so geared towards everyday life. And they continue to change it to be advantageous and adjustable for nowadays. I mean, it's very difficult to live in our day and age because of all of the additives and fats and quick meals and quick satisfaction type food that a lot of diets that I've seen don't take that kind of thing into account. I mean, we don't live in the day and age where all we have is fresh fruits and vegetables at our fingertips at all times. I mean, even in my situation, I live 30 minutes away from town. We don't have the luxury of being able to go to a grocery store every day and pick up fresh produce or fresh meat or whatever it is, fresh. I mean, we don't. We have to plan ahead, and a lot of times we waste a lot of food because we'll buy something, let's say on Monday, knowing that we want to make it for the weekend, and it's gone 6 days, and all of a sudden it's no longer good because it was too long. So Weight Watchers worked for me in the past. I didn't stick with it, and that's always the problem, right? So I need to find something that's going to change my thought process and my mindset. And I felt Weight Watchers was probably going to be the right way to go. My other problem is my own problem, and that is I have a hard time getting into other direct sales businesses that tout the weight loss and the healthy living, because it doesn't always seem to work. And I'm not going to mention any other diets or plans are out there, but some of them you have to buy their food, which makes that very unsustainable. Others are, magic pills or magic drinks or whatever the case may be. But the bottom line with all of those plans is your mindset and changing the way you think about food and how you deal with food, right? So ultimately, and on top of that, guys, I have a hard time with other direct sales businesses that I take into my everyday life, because I will not join another direct sales business. I am Scentsy through and through, 120%, and I will never join another direct sales business. And so if I'm wanting to share my successes with you guys, and I'm gloating about another product that's direct sales, I'm potentially shooting me and my team in the foot by introducing them to something that they would want to leave Scentsy for. So, I have an internal issue with that. So, that's part of it. So, Weight Watchers is basically the only one that I've ever noticed to be more realistic. My opinion, not everybody's going to agree with it, and that's okay. So, long story short, I feel I can be held accountable when other people are depending on me. I cannot be held accountable if I'm the only one depending on me. We do not have a Weight Watchers meeting in my area. I've done Weight Watchers before, but it was online. Lacked a bit of the support, right? Online support can be okay, but apparently sometimes you need that physical support, right? And because we didn't have a meeting, we have a meeting, but it's about 45 minutes to an hour away from me. Not feasible, right? So I called Weight Watchers of Maine, and I said, look, I live in a very remote town. Really would love to know if there's a possibility to have a Weight Watchers meeting every week. And she said, well, there isn't anything up there for you, but if you think you can get enough people together, I personally will drive up there and conduct a meeting to get things started. Okay, so that was a challenge for me, and I thought that was magnificent because I love challenges. So for the last week or two, we have been getting people together and trying to figure out, who would be willing and wanting to do Weight Watchers memberships, and, kind of selling the program. And this past Tuesday, she came up and did a meeting. So we have enough people. We're going to start a meeting it's not in my town, but it's like 10 minutes down the road, which is totally doable. And so while we were talking, the lady and I, the coordinator and I, she asked me, she said, have you ever thought about being a leader with Weight Watchers? And I said, well, I don't know what the stipulations are. I don't know what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to have done. And so she explained to me what the regulations were for Maine, and that you need to lose 10% of your body weight before you can be trained to be a leader. And I told her, I said, I haven't even started losing weight yet, so but I would be willing to do that. So that is on the horizon. And part of me got to thinking, you'll have to excuse the roads, guys. There's construction and it's just not got to thinking and I thought, you know what, Edie? If you become a leader with Weight Watchers, you are going to be accountable to others, for others. And therefore, I can't mess up. If people are looking to me to be a role model, like they do with Scentsy, then I have to. I have to do it. So, that was kind of a realization for me to realize that, you know, it's kind of sad that I can't hold myself accountable for anything for myself. But as soon as you put other people's lives and lives in the mix, all of a sudden now I step up to the plate because I am going to be accountable for them and what they do. If I pick up a donut, then they're going to say, well, Edie's doing it. Right? And it's like that with Scentsy. You know, I'm a role model to my team. So what I have to lead by example. So if I am not doing parties and I'm not recruiting people, then why should they? You know? So anyway, I thought that was quite the realization that I had come to pass with, and I wanted to share it with you guys because, I don't know, there might be other people out there struggling with the exact same kind of thing. You know, put yourself in a leadership role instead and hold yourself accountable to yourself and the others, and watch if anything happens that's different, you know? All right, the roads are really bad, so I'm going to let you guys go, but I just wanted to share that with you. I would love to hear your thoughts about this. So comment below, hit like so that I know you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and have an amazing day. Bye, guys.